Everybody, Jeff Williams with Team Catfish and Flea Fly. Now I'm going to do a video today, and I'm going to give you some tips on how we like to prepare our fish. Now I did a video on the Flea Fly channel, and I did a video on the Team Catfish channel, in-depth videos that show you how we get our fish to this good flaky white meat right here. We really spend a lot of time filleting our fish, and if you're interested in learning how to clean a crappie the right way, and you're interested in learning how to clean a catfish the right way, please visit those videos at the Team Catfish 1 channel or the Flea Fly channel. Now I'm going to use this video for both channels because we eat a lot of crappie and we eat a lot of catfish. One of the biggest tips that I can tell you is what we do is after we have filleted our fish, one of the things that really helps is to be able to take your fish fillets out, lay them on a towel, and get another towel and dry them down. Okay? Now what this does, this keeps your fish batter from getting all clumped up. If your fish fillets are really wet and you put them in your batter, you use way too much batter. It just clumps up on there, and then you end up with a big clumpy mess in your batter box. And it's just not a very good way to do it. So we've filleted the fish. We've laid them out on a towel. I've kind of patted them dry here. And the batter that I'm using is just kind of a mix of cornmeal and flour. And we've got just a little bit of, we just put a little pepper in to taste and a little bit of salt in to taste. Now I don't use a whole lot of salt in my batter. I don't like my fish to be real salty. I like to taste the flavor of the blue catfish or the crappie, channel cats, flatheads, whatever it is. So I'm going to take the fish batter and I'm going to stir it up where we're just kind of mixing the cornmeal and the flour together, and just about half and half. That's really about all you're trying to do. So we've got it mixed up like this, and this is a Bass Pro Shops branded fish shaker. So I'm going to drop that in there. And then I always like to count my fish. Okay, I can get in the fish cooker I'm going to use is outside on the patio. And it's a large fish cooker, so I can get away with cooking 30 pieces, 30 fillets here at one time. Now this is another tip I really want you to pay attention to. This is something that a lot of people do, and they don't do the right way. I'm not going to shake and put the batter on this fish until right when I get ready to drop it in my grease. Two things. You don't want to have wet fish going into your batter, and you don't want to shake your fish up in batter and just let it set around and set around and set around. It gets clumpy, the batter kind of falls off. It's never that really fine, super crisp coating that you're looking for. So remember those tips. We're getting ready to go outside. I'm going to show you how warm the oil is, and I'm going to show you the fish cooker we're using. But you can use a Fry Daddy or a skillet or whatever you have to cook your fish with. Let's go. Okay, hey, we made it outside to the fish cooker now. Like I said, folks, you haven't ever seen us eat fish here at the Team Catfish or Flea Fly channel, but we eat a lot of fish. A lot of times when I'm out doing my videos, I'm not interested in keeping fish, but when I'm out fun fishing, I have the family or my friends out, we keep a lot of fish. So we're going to cook them in this Cajun fryer right here. Now your optimum temperature when you're frying fish is going to be between about 325 and 375, 400, right in that neighborhood. You get over 400 degrees, you're going to burn your oil or your grease, and you don't want to do that. So I don't really like to crowd it too high. About 375 is about where I like to run my fish cooker. Now I'm going to open the lid, and like I said before, inside I have not, you can see the fish in there, I have not shaken any batter on these fish yet. I like to do it right before I put them in. So I'm going to shake them up. And again, this was just some cornmeal and flour with a little bit of salt and pepper to your taste. You'll be surprised if you how far your fish batter is going to go, how much farther it will go, how much longer it will last if you put those fillets in there dry. By using that towel method and patting them dry before you put them into your fish batter. They're just about done right now. I'm going to put them one more time. But that fish batter, it's going to be kind of hard for you to see, but it's still dry in there. So when I put these fillets in this cooker, it's not going to take them very long to cook, and they're not just going to be gooped up with fish batter. All kinds of cookers will work. Fry Daddies, homemade fish cookers, whatever it might be. Okay? So I've got another tip for you. Okay, we're almost at 400. I'm going to drop these in, and I'm going to give them about 15 seconds, and then I'm going to shake them. Now, shaking them will keep them from clumping together, keep them from sticking together. I just shake them a couple times, and they're going to be cooked here within the next 2 to 3 minutes. They're going to cook really, really fast. Now, I want you to look at my batter. Okay, that was 30 pieces of fish, and my batter is still just fine and powdery and ready to go. And when we pull these out, they're going to be really crispy with a nice thin coating of batter on them, and they're going to be really, really good. Now what I'm doing here is I'm watching the fish. A lot of times when your fish are done, they're going to float. They're going to come to the top. We've got some thicker pieces and some thinner pieces in there. It doesn't hurt to keep those thin pieces in there just a little bit longer while the thick ones are cooking. But you don't want to overcook your fish. You don't want to just let it cook and cook and cook. If you don't overload your cooker, whatever size cooker it is, if you don't overload it and you keep it up there above 325, you're going to cook your fish really fast. And that's when it doesn't really get oily and greasy. It's not going to be much longer. There's going to be a lot of people licking their lips ready for a bite of catfish or a crispy crappie fillet after they see this. Some of them are just now, I can see some of them just now starting to float, and I can see some oil bubbling up here. Those are the thicker pieces that are bubbling right there. They're not quite cooked enough yet, but back here we have some pieces starting to float. So I'm going to say about another minute, and these babies are going to be done. Okay, now we're just about done. I want you to come up here and kind of look, and you can see, if you look inside there, you can see the fish is floating. There's still a couple thick pieces right here that aren't bubbling up very much. I know they're done because all the other ones are floating. So let's take these out and see how they look. Man, those look fantastic. I'm going to let them drain a little bit. Then I just take them and I let them fall into a pan that has paper towels in it. And they're so flaky they're breaking right there when I dump them in. Okay, there you go. That's how you clean your fish. That's how you cook your fish. Make sure you tune in to the fish cleaning video that we did right ahead of this one on the Flea Fly channel and the Team Catfish channel. And you can look right there and see that batter. It's like it's a professional type coating. It's nice and thin. The meat is really done, really crispy. These are done and they are ready for us to enjoy. Hey everybody, I'm Jeff Williams with Outdoor Brands, Team Catfish and Flea Fly. I really hope these tips help you the next time you're getting ready to cook your fish. Thanks for watching.